Hello, my name is Lizzie. Each week I'm bringing along a different origami fold to inspire you to get to join me and fold. And it's a way of finding some complete focus, forgetting everything else, having a little bit of fun, looking after your well-being. It's very good for your mental health to get so focused and happy about something that will just lift your spirits. And everybody can get hold of some kind of paper. Even if it was scrap paper, you can definitely use that. And you will make something really special that will make you smile and maybe make others smile as well. So all of these films dedicated to my colleagues who work in a hospital, UCH, as well as for patients, but these films are for everybody. I hope you'll enjoy this. I try to offer a little bit of conversation and care and a feeling of being there together folding. So it's not just an instruction, but time together. To me, that's what origami represents. And it was a patient who asked me to learn and pass it on. So this week I'm sharing a really fun fold. Make your own goldfish. And goldfish is a traditional fold. It involves a pair of scissors, which I love about it as well. So this is a traditional fold from Japan. And of course, origami is all based on paper, and paper was invented originally in China. So a couple of thousand years old paper. And it's the basis of so much of our society, isn't it? Maybe we're not using it quite as much as we were, but it's a beautiful natural material based on tree fibres. So goldfish actually are around 1,000 years old. They have been selectively bred from carp in China, and I guess like most things symbolise good luck. So I think it'd be really nice to make your own pet kind of fish, origami fish. You could also put a little thread and hang it up as well, so you could make your own little aquarium scene. So if you joined me last week, we made a samurai hat, and it's really fun because it's basically the goldfish is based on a samurai hat, and it will go through a lovely little change with a pair of scissors and some clever tucks. So someone must have been really thrilled with themselves to discover that they could change their samurai hat into a fish. And I think it's something I have to share with you. So grab yourself some paper. Maybe you might want to decorate yours. You can see I'm enjoying drawing on these too. So maybe pens, paper, and a pair of scissors too. So, and this is from Japan, and they do use scissors. So grab yourself something to press on, and I think most of all, I think you could use scissors because why not? It's art. You should be able to be free to try out different things. So here we go. It is a lovely challenge doing everything within a square of paper, I have to say, but you don't have to be too purist about it. And it's interesting that the origami from Japan, which is where it comes from, has a little bit more of a allows a little bit of cutting sometimes when it's needed. So we're going to take a corner. I'm just going to make a big square first of all. I'm going to make myself a nice big goldfish. So it starts off as a samurai helmet, and then it will go off on another little journey to become a fish. So I folded that corner and I brought it all the way down there, lined it up. Good strong fold. We're going to remove this rectangle. And again, you don't even need to use scissors for this bit, but you will later on. Just one cut. There we go. Used to good effect. Good strong fold. There we go. Yeah, it'd be nice to make a little aquarium scene, or maybe you could hang it up from your window or wherever. That will slowly move around in the breeze. There we go. So we've done one diagonal line. I want you to do the other diagonal line as well. There we go. So this does start off like the samurai helmet. So we're going to take one corner and bring it up to the top. Again, take your time. There we go. The other corner, bring it up to the top. And these films also are part of a project that we're doing at the moment, encouraging young people called We Can Origami. We Can Origami. Takes that belief in yourself. So I'm now going to just twist it round so that the flaps are at the bottom. So it's more in a hat position because this goldfish starts off life as a samurai hat. So we're going to take the bottom corner and bring it up to the top. So encouraging young people to take up origami as a way of sort of having more fun, and it's good for your mental health as well, and something you can do throughout your life, bottom corner up to the top. And as I said, origami really doesn't cost anything, because you can find paper anywhere. Everyone will have access to some paper, even if it's junk mail or a free newspaper. Next, we're going to take a flap, and we're going to, as we did with the samurai hat, we're going to twist it round. So I took this and I'm twisting it round. Sorry, my fingers are in the way at that point. And I am doing it at an angle so that this top bit is flat to the ground, like so. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. And this will obviously, for our goldfish, become the fins. Fins that stick out nicely. So it should be looking like this. It's looking like the samurai hat, isn't it? So our next step is to take this loose flap, and we're going to bring it up in the middle, but we're leaving a gap there. Can you see? We're leaving a little gap, and like so. And I'm holding this, I guess, into the middle. And I'm going to press this down, leaving that gap there. And then with this area that's sticking out over the edge of the hat, I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it up. So we're adding a nice little tight tuck there. That's it. So before we would tuck this in to make it the hat, but actually we're going to do something slightly different now. I'm going to now turn this to the back, and this smooth side I'm going to take the top, the bottom, and I'm going to bring it up to the top. So I'm just going to halve it like that. Okay, and you might find it easier to press down, go slowly and carefully. Enjoy taking your time. The joy with the video is you can hopefully stop and pause, so it's easy to do. Right, what I'm going to do now is I am turning the hat sort of sideways, and I'm going to put my fingers in and stretch it round. Can you see? So this is the samurai hat at the front. I'm turning it sideways and I'm putting my fingers inside there and I'm pulling it out and flattening it. You can see it really does look like a fish, doesn't it? And I'm going to squash it down that square. There's really not much more to do to it, but it will all be a brilliant effect you will see in a moment. So to make the tail, I am taking this back corner and I'm going to fold it to meet the fin. It's lots of layers, I know. I'm going to have to, again, put it down, I'm afraid, because it's so thick. So, oh, very thick paper at this point. But I have taken that back corner and I'm folding it so it touches that fin there. That's it. Right. Our next step is we're going to sort of open it all up a bit. So I'm undoing that. I'm now going to sort of go back to the samurai hat position. So I'm flattening this like so. And what I want to do is take out this back area. Well, it's all very three-dimensional, so it's a bit hard on film. But what I want to do is take this little flap and undo it now. Hope you can see that. And I am taking it so it sticks outwards. So it was, show you where it was again. Take your time. So it was, don't want to rip anything there. So it was kind of like this with that fold that we'd added. It was like this. I'd folded that there, and then I've undone it, and I've flattened it back to the samurai hat position. And I've taken this top flap, and I'm going to gently bring it down, undo it, and fold it down. Oh, it's a little bit curled there. I have to be nice and careful myself. That's it. So I'm taking this flap and I am opening it up and I'm bringing it down. Oh, While trying to be very careful. There we go. And now I'm putting it back into the fish position, like so. Now can you see there's sort of a line there? It's a little bit crumply, and there's a line here. What we're going to do in just a moment is cut all the way this sort of diagonal line up to the point of the square. Of that right, there's like a right angle little square there. So here goes, moment of scissors. I am going to cut this up to that point, up to the point where those two lines meet. Maybe 3 lines, 4 lines, I don't know, but you can see that point. Right, so how to make it into the tail. So it's very clever. You're going to gently push into that square. I'm opening it up and I'm pushing into the square. So it's a bit bright for looking at, isn't it? I am pushing in there and I am bringing up the tail. Can you see it's coming to a lovely fan shape? And then I'm pressing it down. And a fish has emerged. Shall I try to show it one more time? So it was like this, and I'd done a cut up to that point, and I opened it up and I pushed into the square like so, and I started folding it back into the fish position, and it should just pop into shape. And you might want to decorate it too. I think it's definitely worth decorating. However you want to, and I think you could also add a thread and hang it up. Definitely goldfish, isn't it? However you want to decorate it. Maybe you could draw a little bit more. Hopefully you've ended up with your very own goldfish. I hope that's worked for you. It's a pretty clever traditional fold, isn't it? So I hope this will bring you a little bit of joy today. Thank you. Bye-bye.